Welcome traders to the Polaris Trading Group's PTG University Indicator Review. Today's indicator we'll look at is called the Central Pivot Zone, and this is a key price zone for the trading session. It's widely used by all traders worldwide and acts as a balance zone for the trade session. The zone can be fairly wide or narrow depending upon price action, and that has important meanings and implications. The Polaris Trading Group's member education uncovers this deeper meaning and context on which the CPZ can greatly benefit the trader, identifying the type of price activity that's going on, use that information to formulate and trade throughout the course of the session. Let's go to the charts and take a look at how it's constructed. Okay, so we're looking at a 5-minute chart of the S&P E-mini day session, and with an overlay of the central pivot zone. Now, the central pivot itself is a fairly common calculation: high plus low plus close divided by 3, and it gives us that singular level that acts as that pivot or fulcrum point during the day. Now, the central pivot zone, as we calculated, is actually a zone. It's not just one line. What we also do to create the zone is we take the range of the high-low, okay, and we calculate the midpoint of the session, of the prior session. So within the context of the zone, one of these lines here constitutes the midpoint of the prior session, just like the pivot point is calculated from the high-low close divided by 3. And then what we do is we just do a inverse mathematical calculation that creates a symmetrical opposing line. So that creates in and of itself a high, low, and a midpoint zone. Now, these zones can be very narrow, as you can see here on the left-hand side, or they can be very, very wide. And then most of the time they're fairly normalized, all right, so within these two, the context of these two. Now, these have deeper implications and meanings, and that's beyond the scope of this quick video. But in our Polaris Trading Group's member education, we go into the deeper meaning to try to uncover what type of trade activity is being conducted based upon whether the range is a narrow or a wide, and what type of trade session are we anticipating. So when we use these central pivot zones, they're not just nice lines on a chart, but they're actually meaningful, and they can help formulate some trade strategies. Okay, so very simple construction, strong in their meaning and their use, and they're widely used by traders worldwide. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you at the next indicator update.